What's up, confessors? Welcome to another live for Love and Marriage Huntsville. And guess what? We are here today. But first, let's get a little introduction going, shall we? Okay, y'all. Sorry we a little late, but we here. And let me bring up my baby girls, the one and only, the undisputed African queen, Miss Morta from Mama. Hey, girl. Hey.
What's going on? Hey, baby.
She's here.
Hi.
And you know her as the undisputed receipt queen, Miss Dina, aka Christina. Hey, girl. Hey. We is all here today. Look at that. I love it. And BB is already here, ready to be violent, I am sure. Now, I just want to explain. Before we came on, I was venting to the girls how I'm feeling about, we hearing about the show being fake and all these other stuff. Now, while I won't say everything that I've been told about it, but I just can't wrap my mind around how this show is. I mean, I knew, reality TV, okay, you have some things going on, but for all of this, it's just too much. So if I don't seem as enthusiastic about this show while doing this show, I'm still doing the show. We still doing the show because that's what we do. But y'all know this is some messed up mess. I'm tired of it. But
I'm tired. And listen, at this moment, I'm already messed up. You know what I'm saying? I was already messed up coming into the situation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did not get it. I have a 14-year-old daughter. She has never emailed me about shit. She calls me. She texts me.
Right.
She has never emailed me that, yo, this is like, why? Why do you have to go to that extent? I hear you, Confessions. This is your show. Go ahead. I'm just like,
BB, is this Ricky you got as your profile pic from Put a Ring on it? Yes,
I'm dead. I am dead.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh, baby. Really?
You see what I'm saying with this girl here? I am so done. She is killing me already. Oh, Jesus.
Look, see, I'm with BB because that's Mr. About to lose your girl, okay?
He's straight up about to lose her. He better get it together. Only highlight big cankles. Mark's ex was there. You know what, baby? Stop it. Stop it. Okay? We is not going to go there.
I cannot.
Okay, my life is Anywho.
Not bed bug, Ricky.
Bed bug, Ricky. Not bed bugs. That's what we doing, bed bugs. All right, so let's get into, as said, blah. Yes, it was blah of a show. These scenes are definitely forced. I know the whole point of the show is to have the conversations about what's going on and whatever. Okay, but every single scene is just them having a conversation, sitting down, talking. Like and it's forced because it's like, okay, come over and talk. That's what this is. It's nothing really happening. Nothing's really going on. Everybody's just doing whatever. But anyways, but I will say this: the fresh part about the show for me right now is Stormi. She's something new, fresh, talking about her business that she's got going on in, multi-million. Okay, I just ordered some Canvas Girl Beauty myself last night. I cannot wait for it to come. The body glaze, and of course the hair serum to get these locks healthy and longer. But BB, what's BB's? Stormi used to run a business and not be on this show. She's gonna mess around and have a business like Madani. Oh, well, damn. Well, let's hope not. First and foremost. Okay, here's a question to you, ladies. Would y'all hire y'all family members to be a part of your multi-million-dollar business?
No.
I feel you cannot mix family and business together.
I'm gonna say no, and let me tell you why. Because 90% of the time when you hire family members, mama, sister, brother, cousin, baby mama, sister, auntie, uncles, whatever, once removed, they feel like I got job security. You know what I'm saying? They feel like, okay, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna do my whatever, and no matter what, I can do whatever the hell I want to do, and I'm still gonna have a job. Versus where you hire, some random off the street who got kids, who got bills, who gonna show up and do their job. Now there's other ones out there that just, sit around collecting a check and do the bare minimum. That's anywhere. But your family kind of do it worse because who gonna fire me? Who gonna check me, boo? Like, I'm here helping you out. You need, like, some of them even get entitled, like, I'm doing you a favor. You know what I'm saying? You need help. You know what I'm saying? So, you didn't even have no employees and I came over here and helped you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things where, and then you got to fire them and then see them at the family reunion or Junebug's wedding or Junior's bachelor party or whatever the next week. So it's just all bad.
Now, you having different culture and all that, how does that go for you?
I think for me, I don't mind hiring them as long as they know what I expect of them to do. Because, I'm not only bringing you here because you're my sister, you're my cousin. If you're not meeting my expectations, ain't no bad blood over here. You're not meeting your goals, bye. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to bring you on national television to fire you, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That we're going to have a site cut. We're going to have
and I'm wondering, did they have her do that? Because as sensitive as Stormi is, I see her as someone who would not want to do that on camera. And then I thought, okay, well, maybe it was fake, but she went live last night. And Junior, her cousin, actually was on the live with her. He's already got a new job. And there's no bad blood. Everything's good. But she said also that there was a lot of other stuff that has to do with this whole situation. And I guess more of that will come out later. But for the most of it, yeah. But then Courtney's brother works there. Because remember, he said his brother worked here and you hired on me. I'm like, so Courtney's brother worked here? Like, how many is it in the family that works there, I wonder? And has she
everybody? I mean, it's Huntsville, Alabama. Where is you really getting your staff from?
But also it can really be a beautiful thing to have family members working for you as long as we are being productive and making sure that we are being successful.
It works.
Right. Yeah. I mean, she's been successful in her business. She is doing amazing. And so, she's had people who are rooting for her. And I get that. But so for me, it's not a big deal.
Baby, why? Why?
Was
it necessary for you to say the awful bleached blonde beard? Was that necessary, BB?
No,
I want you to ask yourself that.
It was actually not. It was not necessary. But I also don't like his eyes either.
What's wrong with the man's eyes? Courtney, fine. What's wrong with his eyes?
I don't know.
What is wrong? My KK. Hey, girl. Hey. Nice to see you in the building. KK, now you been gone that long. We drop crowns, waves, and smiley faces with the shades over here. But y'all don't think Courtney cute? Okay, Dina, me and you got the same type, and although Courtney doesn't fall into our same type category, do you think Courtney?
He almost fit the profile. Courtney does almost.
Exactly.
He don't check all the boxes, but he checked like 80% of the boxes. I do think Courtney is very handsome.
See, okay. See, me and Dina got the same.
he not panty dropper fine just yet. And the only reason why I say that he's not that is because he's married. And for me, when I see somebody who like fine, but they married, it just kind of, it's a turn off for me. Even though I'll probably never meet the man, never see the man or whatever, but like for real, I was in love with Tyrese for a long time. And when he got married the first time, I unfollowed him. When Ludacris got married, I unfollowed him. When Idris Elba got married, I unfollowed them. So that's just me.
No, you didn't.
Why you hoping that you're gonna make some connection with these dudes? That's why you're unfollowing them, though.
No, I just unfollowed them because I don't want to be lusting after a married man and going to hell.
I didn't know that meant the same for celebrities. I'm learning something.
I do. I mean, y'all know. Now, look, I'm not in the church every day or Sunday or whatever, but I do believe in the Lord, and I do not believe in lusting after a married man. So, to prevent myself from lusting after married men, I unfollow them.
Okay. But what about when you see them on TV at the award show? You see.
I don't watch award shows.
What about if you see them pop up in the neighborhood talk, post something about him, and you see it?
Well, by this point, I don't lust after him no more.
I don't lust after him no more either. That's so
like
crazy.
It's kind of like, okay, so like for example,
he was married.
So for example, like Tyrese, right? I was like, oh, he's so fine, baby boy, whatever. And then he got married, so I unfollowed him, and then he kind of went crazy. So now I see him, I just pray for him because he always crying and tripping off the child support and stuff. So now like Ludacris, you know, he ain't in the profile, but he's a very handsome man. And so now he's married, he got kids and stuff. So now it's like it's been so long removed since I unfollowed him. When I see him in movies, I just be like, oh, he's handsome. But I don't be fantasizing about trying to snatch him up or nothing. So that's what I'm saying. I unfollow them and give enough time for the lust to go away, because I'm not trying to go to hell for lusting after something I could never have. Now, if it's something I might be able to, that might be different. That might be worth it, but I'm not going to hell over something I never touched. That's not happening.
In that order, okay. Stormi has to fulfill the 4,000 purchase orders. She needs to organize, make product, and bottle Monday and Tuesday. Label the bottles and pack up, ship Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Well, you just got it down packed for her. Won't you put in the resume, BB? I think you got it. You might be assistant.
Let me tell you something.
Hey, girl, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I keep forgetting to do... I don't even know who to contact anymore. I guess Inez Wine, but I don't know. I could have swore I contacted them, so I don't know why I ain't got no response to an email, no nothing. And I say I'm built like SpongeBob, BB. So you talking about SpongeBob, you talking about Courtney, you talking about me, girl, because I say I look like actually I'm a mix of SpongeBob and Humpty Dumpty's remedial child. Moving right along. Oh, you look like the F. No, thank you, girl. See, that's why I love you. Thank you. I'm trying. Okay, what else? So she ends up firing him at the end of it all. Okay, so Mel's team meeting that she had.
Bullshit.
Damn, you didn't even give me a chance to call it mine. Why is it bullshit?
It's like Donald Trump. It's like Donald Trump.
Welcome.
Sing my praises. It's like she reminded me of that Donald Trump meeting that he had with the cabinet, and everybody saying, "Thank you, sir. I'm gonna serve you. Bullshit.
Well, damn, I was gonna start off light and be like, she looked good in her white, and she was fit for the guys in that scene.
Bullshit.
But you know what though? It brought me to remember last season. You know when the Scots, specifically Letitia and Marceau, you know, they were talking a lot about how the Black excellence isn't being shown, their business isn't being shown, and all of this other things. Look, I'm gonna do a Martell, things of that nature. You know, so
Yeah, he says that. He says that a lot.
I'm surprised he did a t-shirt. He needs to make some workout shirts, so whatever, things of that nature. That's where his product is, right there. Things of that nature. Martell.
Yeah, we'll be waiting another 100 years
and my
for them t-shirts to come in the mail.
You know that could be a cologne. Things of that nature. That's
and we still gonna be waiting till 2037 to get it
to be delivered. There you go.
Oh, BB says no fake fraudulent fuckery. Mailing her struggle braids fast toward this. Fast forward.
Okay, BB. And you know,
damn.
I and confessions. You know, it's until you know I got back behind the scenes, you know, situation that now I'm aware of that I felt cheated.
We all did. We all do. If he ever did my concern, I will want one. Well, auditors, Phyllis family, you're new here, so I want to ask where you're tuning in from, and are you team Martell? Are you a millimeter? Where do you stand in this whole brigade? I'm neutral over here, but
I'm not.
As you will find out, she is not.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
And you know, I give zero. I don't care.
She don't invest herself that far.
Right.
She don't invest that far. But you know, everything. It's weird that with her, we see the business side of her and what she's doing and all of that stuff. But we can be inside Scott's Imperium. We can be inside Black. We can be inside Marceau's office, and we do not see any business talk about their business. You hear about what's going on personally. And it's like they are inside of their business. Why are you showcasing it? But here's Mel, ain't even in her office or nothing. She just had a straight meeting, and we get to hear about all of the great things that she is doing. Why are we hearing about all the great things everybody is doing? You know, if y'all want to keep up this whole Black excellence charade, y'all at least need to do that.
I love that.
Well, because a lot of things ain't going on. Like people say they got things going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some people just really do go to work and have like a 9-to-5 job, and it's kind of like boring. And then when they have something major come up, like this expo. Okay, so let me expo. Y'all know I'm still irritated about that. But anyways, so then they want to showcase that. You know what I'm saying? But they not really showcasing the 9-to-5, because not to say that it isn't great things going on, but you know, like some days, even at my job, it's very boring. I'm making a lot of phone calls. I'm sending out a lot of contracts. And then every now and then I get something major, or I get a client to come visit and it's something big. And, you know, but they don't have a lot of major events going on. And all of this shit is just over processed, overproduced, staged conversations and hodgepodge mess thrown together to make an episode, and I'm thoroughly irritated.
But also you have to remember, she is also an executive producer, right? So she has a say in whatever she wants us to see. And going back to that comment, who is she to be international? You're not even past Alabama. You're not past Alabama, though. You're not
is
past
trying to
Alabama.
take her international. She's trying to become international.
She is not past Alabama, though. You know, girl, come to New York.
I think she needs to work on being more national first before international.
Right.
Yes.
And that's no shade. That's real talk. Because if you try to go international, it's gonna swallow you up.
She is greedy in opportunities, right? No, she's taking advantage of all this. She's very greedy as a business person, right? Um, and I keep saying this because she has taken advantage of people who have been cheated on. Like most of her supporters are women, and they are women who really sympathize with her situation. And we have come to hate Motel in everything that he does. And we have supported her in her business, whatever. When God says go, my sister, small sister over here, she even bought a hoodie. Okay, I'm still waiting to see her wear that hoodie. When God said go, I'm talking about Confessions of Reality Queen. You know what I'm saying? She was over there, ordering two, three. How many did you order? How many?
You know what, man? I'm not
how many?
Look, don't make it seem like she is the only one I supported. I buy things from everyone on this cast. I tried Martell, but I haven't gotten my wine yet. And I tried to get his calendar, but they don't deliver outside of Alabama.
And I mean, how dumb is that? It does not take that much money to put a stamp on something and send it across state lines. They act like they
actually a calendar. A calendar weighs what, like two stamps worth?
Three at the most.
Three at the most.
Yeah, so what I was saying is that she's taking advantage of the pain of many women who have suffered, being cheated on, and it's quite a big, a huge percentage, right? And those are the people who've been supporting her, and she's not gonna do anything to jeopardize that. That's her business. That's what is bringing in money. And one of the things that I was excited about this live tonight is because I wanted to hear about Dina's and Confessions. Just because Confessions, she's a small sister. She doesn't have children. Me and Dina have children. Dina has been raising her children most of the time by yourself, Dina. Am I not right? And to me, I was gonna ask you about that situation. And no, this is not my show. This is Confessions show. But I wanted to hear about Dina's. Thank you. I wanted to hear about Dina's perspective about the party.
About the what?
The birthday
party? That's some bullshit. Let me tell you something. First of all, now, granted, my baby daddies wasn't on TV and they didn't have a lot of money. And I've always been a firm believer that time sometimes is better than money. Yet, and I can go out here and get money, but I can't facilitate the universe to give my kids time with their father if he's not willing to give it. So the whole birthday party thing to me, like even though, let me tell you, I'm owed a lot of money in back child support, a lot of money, enough money to be real bitter, but I'm not. But I never took time away. Like birthday parties, you want to get them for the weekend. I've spent my own money for airline tickets for my kids to go be with their dad for the summer, because at the end of the day, just because a person's financial situation doesn't mean that they can't be a good dad. And I will be honest, like my kid's father is a good father. He was a horrible husband, a horrible partner, but he was a good dad. So I didn't like that whole situation, because if it's 7 on, 7 off, and then you trying to tell him, well, you can have your own party, like that creates that separation, and you're confusing the kids, because one minute y'all taking family vacations together with the grandmas and the mama and the daddy and everybody's kumbaya. Now they're not together because they're sleeping in separate rooms. Y'all made that clear, but everybody's getting along. And then 6 months down the road is separate parties. Like that's bullshit. And I call bullshit. Now, I don't know if you did it for the gram or the TV or the clicks and views or whatever the case is, but use foul as F. That's what I want to say. Because any child wants both of their parents at their birthday party. And what's going to mess them up is God forbid that something happens and then just like, well, my dad wasn't at my last birthday party, or my mom wasn't at my last birthday party, or you got to look at where you going to leave things if you were to exit this earth. And I guess that's kind of like how I look at things. Like, do I want my kids to be like, my mama was bitter and hated my dad and never let me spend time with him, and then she fell off the face of the earth and I don't even know him? Or do I want to be, well, my mom did everything she could to facilitate a relationship with my other parent, and she left this earth and everybody is in good standings. That's how I look at it. God willing, I'm going to be on this earth for another 40, 50, 60, whatever years. But in the event that's not the case, I look at how I act daily on what type of legacy am I leaving, what type of things I'm instilling in my children, because I guarantee you the kids are impressionable, and what's going on right now with all these separate parties and the drama, this is what the kids are going to take, and this is how they're going to facilitate their relationships when they get older.
Well, she was tweeting while the show was going on, or maybe after the show. I don't remember.
She live tweets during the show.
She did, and she said that she had already communicated to him, do not come. You're not invited. You're not part of this.
But that's bullshit.
But see, it was, but then when he was having this conversation with Marceau, that he said that Malia said that he could. Right?
But see, this is just like the Kim and Kanye thing. Like, Kanye damn near had to declare an act of war to go to North's birthday party. Like, it's just a birthday party. It took Yo Vijay and his team to get together to create the birth of this said child. So why the both of y'all are not there? You know what I'm saying? It's retarded. It's asinine. It's insane. It's stupid. Like, if y'all can sit and film for the comeback group on separate sides of the table, y'all could be in the same freaking room for your child's birthday party. Y'all was in the same room for Kimmy's breast cancer celebration. So this is BS.
Exactly.
This is BS to the 2000 power.
That's exactly what I said. I said, if you can sit down and go through a meeting, say whatever time, and guess what? This was a birthday party, had so many people. You don't have to interact with each other. You don't have to see each other during the party.
I mean, there's so many people in there. It's so big. You didn't have to even come together like that.
But you could not even.
Let me tell you how many birthday parties I had. And here's the thing. You stay over there with your peoples. I'm gonna stay over here with my peoples. We gonna come together so that we can light the candles and blow them out, cut the cake, and open presents. Then you go back to your side, and I'm gonna go back to my side. You know what I'm saying? Simple. Because there was plenty of times with my ex where we was in good places at birthday parties and we was in bad places. But I guarantee you there's not one picture, there's not one party where anybody could tell we weren't on good terms. Even though I might have wanted to shoot him the day of.
They don't have that.
Exactly. And that's just selfishness. I saw it on a meme one time. It says, one day you're going to have to explain to your child why you hated their parent, their other parent, more than you love the child. So that's what you got to explain. And I mean, this was long after I had already got my stuff together and but that made sense to me. So you really going to tell me that you hate your significant other, the parent, baby mama, baby daddy, you hate them more than you love your own child. So that right there is a level of selfishness and stupidity that I do not condone. I cannot get behind, because your love for your child and the benefit and the well-being and the structure and everything you instill in your child should always be more important than your petty ass bullshit over your feelings. Because you didn't did
100%.
shit, he didn't did shit.
100%. 100%.
But you know what killed me though is when, okay, after the whole rap whatever, Martell went in anyway. Granted, he should have just left it alone. But when he got in that room and Mariah hugged him the way that she did, she ain't never been so happy to see her daddy in her life. And you told him to leave after you put. This is her birthday. It should have been if she wanted him to stay, he could stay at that point. She is old enough to make that decision.
Yes.
And I'm sure
And
she was on that
the ability
that was going on.
The ability to be that bitter is just like, you can't be a woman of God. You cannot.
No.
And like I said, I don't go to church every day. You can God the Lord, but you cannot be a devout woman of God and see your child interact with her father the way that she did, and then still be bitter enough to be like, you gotta go.
Yeah.
What the fuck they do
I
that?
can understand if she didn't want him there at first, but once I would have saw my child and how happy she was to have her father there on her day, nothing I cared about at that point matters. Nothing. That is the child. Period. Regardless if they birthday or not, your child's feelings come first.
Exactly.
Unless
and then was you really gonna call the police? Was you really gonna call the police on your ex-husband and have him out there arrested?
Well,
okay, hold on. Let me take 2 seconds to say I cannot stand somebody saying that they gonna call the cops on a black man for an asinine, stupid, insignificant, or whatever reason, the way that black men are being treated by law enforcement in this day and age. So you mean to tell me, with all of the whoop-de-woo that we got going on out here in these streets with the police, that you would literally sit up there and say, I'm gonna call the cops on your ex-husband, the children, the father of your 4 children, and risk something going completely freaking haywire? And because we never know, we gonna get white cops, we gonna get black cops, we gonna get cool cops, we gonna get somebody who trigger him. You don't know what you're gonna get when you call the cops, and you calling them for a stupid reason on top of that, and you're inviting this potential horrible situation. Like I just this just blows my freaking mind. Like this right here. Like honestly, if I saw a male in person, I would slap the shit out of her for that alone.
No, it's true. I'm with you on that one. And guess what? Mateo says this is not the first time she has threatened to call police on me.
And it's stupid.
No, because she actually did call the police on him, didn't she? When that whole situation where he was in her driveway and she wouldn't leave and he had her clothes. That's how he ended up with that white wool that he wore to his Atlanta thing.
I don't know. All I know is unless somebody is physically, and here's the thing, unless somebody is physically about to attack you, or you've had physical altercations with this person in the past and you desperately need assistance for the situation, yes, I am all for calling the police, because I've spoken on domestic violence before with my ex, and that's one thing. But I would never call the police over a birthday party or because they in my driveway. I would never call the police on anybody unless I physically felt threatened or you have already put your hands on me and I'm injured. Like, Dina, for me, like, I just really, like, if I knew her or knew, I'd be like, let me call her and cuss her all the way the F out, because you are endangering a black man when you call the police for stupid shit.
Dina.
You are endangering black. Like, yes, if there is something really, 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 really wrong that you need to call the police, yes. But when you say and you threatening to call the police because the sun is out and the clouds is blue or whatever, and you don't like the way he smelled today, you calling the police for stupid reasons. That's when you get black men hurt, and I do not condone that.
We have to give.
Amen.
I have to give. I have to give credit where it's due. This woman over here has, she's realized what her business. She's all about the coins. She's not gonna jeopardize anything when it comes to the coins, right? She's gonna act here like, and then she did a live saying, "You set your boundaries. You don't know. You're not gonna condone anybody." She's trying to talk about black women. Black women, and she's tapping into this wokeness agenda. And everybody is been supporting her because of this wokeness, and let's support, and she has she has succeeded in doing that. Like, this woman, what makes her think that she can sing? You're over there buying tickets.
She just dropped a new single. Has anyone heard it?
But here's the thing. I agree with BB. I agree with BB on this, because here's the thing. I just said it. My ex-husband was a horrible husband, a horrible significant other, a horrible partner, but he's a great dad. So stop charging Martell or any other women or even men on the flip side, because a person was a horrible partner to you doesn't make them a horrible mother or father. You have to.
And what she said was, she said that the kids were not aware that the conversation that she was having with Martell was happening. She says that Martell texted the girls, one of the girls, and said, your mom is trying to kick me out. But we could clearly see the girl was trying to fit her shoes, and she could see mom and dad outside though.
Well, I'm sure she could hear him too. I mean, when he got real loud with Miss Van like that, and that was taking for me. Like, he got to the point where he went off on Miss Van like that. And no, he should not have went off on her like that. But I was like, dang, like, what is going on? And and it's weird because how much did we actually? How long did that actually go on? And we only saw that much.
At this point, Miss Van should know her place. Miss Van should know her place. It's not your battle. Sit down. Let these two figure it out.
Some people act like men can be bad partners. And that is facts. And people lose sight of that because they too mad of how they treated them. And they can't realize, well, at least he's a good father to his child. And women can't understand the concept. See, women feel that them and they child, or they and them they child and them go hand in hand, or like they're a package deal.
And one of the things that we all have agreed, all of us, we have agreed that if there's any among the Huntsville fathers, if there's anybody who is a good dad, is Martell. Martell is a good dad.
Yes, he is. And it's not like, and I know a lot of people, always say, y'all always want to credit him for being a good dad. He is. But also the fact is, yes, he should be. But the fact is, there aren't that many out there. Okay. And one who has to go and be combative with someone as like Mel in their situation, like he's holding on pretty good. As far as what's real or what's fake, I don't even know anymore.
And I get it. I get it. In a marriage, I already know what my husband's weaknesses are, and I'm gonna try. If we have any argument, I get it that you're trying to attack his weaknesses. So you already know he's a good dad. So these 56 days he went by without seeing his children. You knew that was a torture for him. You couldn't even call him for a birthday. You know how much toll it took on him.
See, Mel just wants that. She just want to look good for the camera. She trying to see how it look for her. Mel threw a glass on Martell's head on camera. Is she a bad? Is she a bad mother? Nope.
Exactly. She is not.
Nope. And that's the thing. You cannot hold how you are to your partner to how you are to your children. And so many people do not get that.
Exactly. It
And
needs
it's
to be
sad.
separated. That's what people need to do is separate it, because yes, I could loathe you, hate you, and want to strangle you, but that doesn't stop the fact that you are at every play, you are at every practice, you whenever they need shoes, clothes, or whatever, you are there. You're picking them up and doing things for them on the weekend, just because when I don't mesh no more and we can't stand each other does not mean that you can't be a good person. Two things can be true at the same time. You can be a horrible partner and a great parent at the same time.
Yes.
The love you have for your
Happens all the
kid
time.
and the love you have for another person can be totally different. The
It usually is.
loyalty, the determination, the whatever that you have for your child may not be the same that you have for a partner.
Exactly. That's period.
Fact.
So she did but I think so what he did so once he did ends up leaving, and she tweeted, I think he ended up still getting her later that day, because she made the point to say, did you get her later that day or not? So she did get her. He did end up getting her later that day though. But damn, it's like it could have just been one whole beautiful thing. I don't understand what the problem was.
That's what I said.
He may not invited him, but it wasn't her party. It was Malia Mariah's party, and they did invite him. So I don't understand why she had to do what she had to do. And then talk to him outside. Like, you couldn't just come up to him and just show your kids
And
that
guess
y'all
what?
can have a cordial conversation together and
And
just be like, oh, I'll be
Or
back.
why
to
didn't y'all
this
text each other?
by for a second if he did want to have to leave like that. Like, it could have
And
went
why
so many
didn't y'all
different
just
ways.
text each other
To go that
to
way.
she
avoid a
said,
scene?
Dina,
To avoid a scene, why couldn't y'all just text
Dina.
each other? I've
No,
been
but
in the
Dina,
same
she
room
said,
and texted my ex.
Okay, two people
Dina,
talking right now.
Dina,
Oh,
she
sorry.
said that Dina, she said that she's been talking, she called him weeks before, you're not invited. Days before, you're not invited. The day off, you're not invited. Don't come. She said that.
But Malia said he was, so.
That's what I'm
All
saying.
I'm saying is there are ways to go about communicating with a person and not show your complete ass. That's all I'm saying.
Facts. It just didn't have to go to that extreme. Once he was there, she should have just let him stay. I don't understand what's the harm in him staying. If he did stay, what is gonna go bad?
What's gonna happen?
What, you got someone to help you with the kids? You got someone to help you clean up afterward? You got someone to help take the burden off of you?
And confessions. It was immediately he arrived. He never even settled down. Immediately he showed up. Let's talk outside. And one thing about this girl that I hate is her tone. Once she started acting bullshit.
I appreciate the tone, because any tone. Kicking a father out of his child's party, any tone is messed up. Actually, no tone goes well for that. Period. So that wouldn't even matter. She could have said it as dirty as ever, and it still would have had the same thing. Because you actually about to kick this man out of this party as you gonna watch your daughter watch her father leave.
Yes. That's what I kept
Happy birthday. Watch your father leave. He came to see you, but I ain't gonna let him.
Yes.
I guarantee you that kids gonna be in therapy.
They all need to be. No, the people that need to be in
what
therapy,
what I'm saying in 5, 10, 15, 20 years or whatever. Because here's the thing. People think that all this stuff that they doing right now don't affect their kids.
Supposed to be in therapy.
But this is what's going to happen. When these kids start to get in their own relationships and they start to have kids and things start popping up and you don't understand why you angry, like, they're in a very impressionable state right now. And, they will subconsciously forget certain things, but it's still back here. So when they start to get into relationships, when they start to have children and they start to mimic their parents in the bad behavior, then that's when 10, 15, 20, whatever years from now, they're going to need therapy because I'm now cussing out my ex-husband and telling him he can't come to my kid's birthday party because my mama did that to me and that's normal.
Right.
Which really makes me wonder, like, how was Mel's life growing up? How, what kind of mother was Miss Van to Mel growing up? I mean,
but I mean, if her dad wasn't around, then that's one thing. But here's the thing: you and Martell got your own personal issues because of the infidelity, and y'all now divorced. But that's never stopped him from being a good dad. He's not called you up and said, I'm finna go to Jamaica with 20 hoes, so F the birthday party. Or I'm not paying child support because I seen you at the red carpet with some other man. Or I'm not picking my kids up because you got a new man. He's not doing that. If y'all got y'all 7 on, 7 off, and he's doing everything he can do to be a good parent, and you're penalizing him for the relationship in him cheating on you and y'all, or whatever y'all did to each other. I'm not taking sides. Whatever y'all did to each other, she's now penalizing him for their arguments, for whatever they did to each other. And that is going to ruin their children.
Yes.
Period. I mean, if Dr. Phil
and we have to go back
in 10 or 20 years, they children going to be on Iyanla, Dr. Phil, maybe Oprah come out of retirement, whatever the case may be, whoever the new it person is, they going to be talking to Dr. Nicole or somebody because they mama withheld they daddy from them. And that's wrong.
That's what I said. I was looking at it. I said, you know what? And you can see, she is, and Dina, your kid, can you imagine your kids at age 12, 13, 14, emailing their daddy? Why not call? Why not just text? Why
as soon as my kids was able to have a phone, even if it was like the little free Obama phone, when my kids got their phone, I told their daddy, you don't need to call my phone no more. You got their phone. They'll come tell me, hey, my daddy finna come pick me up. You need some money? Oh, okay. Did he say he got it? Okay. Did you pack your bag? Oh, okay. No, he said he was taking me shopping. Oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Bye.
Yes.
Bye. Why email?
I will never email my father.
I wish. Let me tell you something. I am a good 48 and almost a half years old. And I wish the hell I would email my daddy. I wish the hell one of my kids would have to email their daddy. We don't operate like this because here's the thing. When so many, as we've seen on other shows, if so many other Black men or men in general are not involved in their children's life, if you have a man that wants to be 1,000% involved in their child's life, why not let them? Because there's 50,000 others out there that act like they ain't got no kids while they laying up with Miss Parker taking care of her kids, but they ain't taking care of their own kids. So this man is out here putting in the effort to take care of his kids. What is your problem?
What's your problem?
She is her own problem. It's gotten to the point where this is just annoying because we know
it is. Like I said, I would slap her because coming from, like I said, time is time. You got a man that's got the money and the means to provide the time. Some of us is only lucky enough to get time. We will never get child support. We will never get a dime. Like right now, I think I'm somewhere in the vicinity of $127,000 in back child support.
And
I will never see none of that money. But let me tell you, if you had to convert what I'm owed in back child support to ours, I would be equal because their dad spent the time. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if you got somebody who has got the financial means and has the time, then you should be happy.
Yeah. Why are we punishing him?
No needs to control every aspect of those kids' life. I bet she has those kids call and is on speaker. I'm not, and that's the
She's
thing,
drawing
especially
the
the age. She is at the age where she should be able to have a phone and all of that, and be able to contact, Martell herself. And that's what I want to understand. If you don't want to speak to him, but you won't let the kids speak to him either, when they're with you,
Yes,
I just
I
don't
don't get it.
understand why does
I
it
don't
have to
get
be
it,
so
Confessions.
like this. It is she making it harder than it got to be, and it's really stupid.
I don't get it,
He
Confessions,
needs to
because
go to
just because
therapy.
yes, and
Therapy.
just because the kids are with you does not mean that you cut communication between them and their daddy.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Period. Just like I made just like he made that compromise to bring the kids to that little concert thingy you did.
Yes.
And you were all we looking in his eyes like we couldn't tell, but we did. And so we remember that time.
Yeah.
So what's the problem? Why does it have to be, what is it? Because it's Tuesday?
That's what I'm saying. Y'all been cool. Like there's been 2 other episodes where y'all been cool. Well, what, you got a problem now because he talked to the nail lady and whatnot. Now you feel some type of way, but y'all, and even after that, the comeback group meeting was after that. So you was cool at the comeback meeting and you was cool at Kimmy's event, but now all of a sudden you just got some wild hair up your ass and you want to stop this man from seeing his kids. Let me tell you something. She's the type of person that if I was Martell's cousin or sister, she would be getting a beat down because she playing with the kids.
Yeah. And
I back in the day, I was on like all my male cousins and whatnot, like your baby mama Adeline, I'm gonna go holler at her. And let me tell you something, if I was 20 or 30 years, if I was 20 years, 30 years younger, I'd be hollering at Martell like, you want me to go holler at her? Because she need to be dealt with.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, Melody do seem like the type who ain't ever had her ass whooped.
Yeah, she need her ass whooped one time. Because you thought you was the big bad wolf when you rolled up on Arion and you had however many other females with you. You need your butt whooped one time and you need to be handled because what you not gonna do is play with these kids.
I know. And Dina, I was with Kamisha and they were doing the review on this. And Goody, you all know Goody, she kept saying, you set your boundaries and nobody's supposed to, Melody has already set her boundaries and she is not gonna entertain anything that is gonna bring in or interfere with her peace. And I'm like, okay, I agree with setting boundaries, but you can also you don't want to interfere in the peace.
Her boundaries are bullshit though.
She picking and choosing when her peace is going to be disturbed for the camera. She is picking and choosing when her peace is going to be disturbed for the camera. And what pisses me all the way off is that she is playing on the heartstrings of women who actually have bad fathers who are not involved, who ain't shit. And that's not the case. But you trying to paint Martell out like he is just absolute freaking trash. And you got these women that you're playing on to get buy your stuff and the followers and the whatever, and it's all a lie because those women actually have men who live down the street who don't see their kids, who refuse to pay child support and switch jobs, who won't file taxes in order to not pay child support. There's all that out there. You don't have none of that, but you playing on the heartstrings of women who do have that to try to facilitate some dollars, and you are not a woman of God acting in those measures. And I do not condone it. I do not accept it. I'm just done. I'm just done because you're playing with the people. You're playing with the people.
I love that. I love that. And I love the way you put it out, Dina, because it is not just about using the people, the women who have been hurt, but it's also bringing God into the situation. Acting like you're a woman of faith. You're selling your merchandise and you're putting God into situations. Don't bring God to this. You can make your own money. Don't do that. He's a higher power there. Let's not try and take advantage of that. Alabama is a very conservative.
Mel is going to get her coin anyway that
no
she
matter
can,
what,
obviously.
Right.
She does not care. She does not care. And whoever she's willing, she can get it from, there you go. She is about that life. And I don't know who internationally is going to be falling
for nobody this. Internationally. Don't get it twisted. Nobody knows who she is. So don't even talk about it. Talk about statewide.
Okay. We are getting up onto an hour, and we have beat all of this, but
no, we never talked about. We don't ever talk about.
I know. I said we beat this whole entire thing with the damn course, but we still have the Tisha and Marcel combo with Kimmy and Maurice. So this whole comeback group thing, those is fighting words to me. If you say that we starting to act like the Holts and Martell over there getting a little chummy and Mel is rubbing off on Kimmy. I'm like, okay, first of all, that poster, that presentation definitely looked like it was just them. If you are going to have everyone a part of it, you have everyone in the photo.
And knowing damn good and well they could have snatched some photos off somebody's social media.
I don't need you in the photo. All I need you is like, are you gonna volunteer to speak to this event? You don't have to be on the phone.
Well, then exactly volunteer, because Marcel said he ain't paying for shit.
I'm not paying. I am with him 100%.
Right.
He ain't paying nothing.
Exactly. It's not a difficult situation. It's not a difficult decision to make. I'm not paying you all. That's good. It's clear communication. I'm not paying you as this. Do you think that you can share the knowledge that you've had to North Hartsville or whatever you want to call it? I don't remember. Share your knowledge. We are not getting anything. And guess what? Let's say they got even 10,000. So what? They deserve it. They are the one who came up with the idea. Who else came up with the idea of a Black Expo? So what? So you wanna share the 10,000 that they have had just because you've been invited to speak on this? No, it's their agenda. They brought this up. They are coming to present it to you, and you're giving all these ideas. Ain't nobody paying you. Are you willing to give back for the things that you have achieved and acquired being on this platform? That's it. We're not paying you.
Well, if that's the case, I feel like shouldn't they have called it maybe a fundraiser type of situation? Because maybe expo wasn't the right word.
Well, first of all, she need to say it right. Don't get me started.
She's working on it, Tina. Okay, she's trying. Extend some grace.
What are you gonna do when I say expo?
Have mercy.
Mom, you are a foreigner. You say it correctly.
She had a speech problem, y'all.
I get that. But my whole thing is work on it. Work on it. Like, I know.
But maybe she is, and it was worse than that. Maybe she is.
It don't get no worse than that. Okay,
you
look.
Gotta practice
I know that I have a very heavy Southern country accent, and I work on that because when I talk to people on the phone, I don't want the twang to come out. Now, when I've been drinking, when I feel comfortable, when I'm at home, I speak differently. But when I am in front of mixed company, I speak like I have some damn sense. And I'm sorry if that irritates me because she's got however many degrees. I got degrees, and I just don't understand how you can't speak properly. And if there's a problem and you've been working on it, then focus on those words before you get on national TV, because I'm being nice about it. There are other people dragging her about her speech. I'm being nice. I'm just saying it upsets me. It upsets my soul because I don't want to see another Black woman out there, being dragged like that. Work on it. It irritates me because I know I've had to work on mine. But you're on national TV, so you need to work on it.
Listen, Tisha is my girl. Tisha is my girl. She has done a whole lot.
I still love her. I still love her, and I want the best for her.
One of the things
it just irritates my soul. That's all.
But one of the things that she was nervous about, even when they were being auditioned for the show, she was not. I watched Carlos King, who is trying now to be a blogger. Okay, I don't get it. Okay, that's a story for another day.
I don't either. Let's figure that out together, shall we?
That's Dina does not want me to go to that rabbit hole. She kept saying, "Ma, we're not doing that. We're not doing that." Okay, so we're not going to do that tonight. She has worked hard to be, she's gone to speech therapy. She's done those things. She's getting better.
Like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight, and I'm not as invested as everyone else because I have not watched as long. The only thing I'm saying, I'm rooting for everybody Black, okay? Mm-hmm. I just don't want nobody on here acting stupid. So I'm saying, if you have the financial means, you know what I'm saying, to do what you need to do, because even one of my kids, when they was little, they went to speech therapy. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not trying to make fun of that. All I'm saying is, if you're out here representing educated Black women, then you need to have a certain standard of speech that goes along with it. And it's a simple word. I'm not asking her to say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking her to say that. I'm asking you to put the X in expo. That's it.
I can't stand you, Odie.
I cannot do it. I cannot do it.
I cannot. I am not putting myself back on screen. I am done. I quit.
What happened?
I'm done.
I know
what. I cannot. We gonna continue to root for Tisha. She is gonna get better. And she's doing her thing. We gonna be okay. Okay, she gonna be all right. She's gonna be okay. All right, we're gonna be good. Right.
I don't know.
And she's gonna be fine. Okay, but so also, Marceau and Martell study. First of all, I just want to bring up the point that Marceau is helping Martell study, and Martell is going to help Marceau get in shape. So I'm wondering if he's tired of Mel calling them hips and thighs, and people calling them hips and thighs, and saying People have been cutting on Marcel in his way, so I guess he trying to bring his sexy back.
I don't see nothing wrong with Marcel's weight. And see, like way back in the medieval times, the fatter you were, the wealthier you were because you could eat good. Okay,
right.
Number one. So let's go back. He ain't anorexic. He ain't out here looking like no meth head or whatever.
Dina, before you finish, and I'm gonna let you finish. I liked what you said because this is what in Africa. That's how it is.
Yes. So for the longest time, the healthier you were, like if y'all go back and y'all look at all that art that's in the Louvre and the wherever else, and all of the women and the men were healthy. They were the kings and the queens, and they were the rich nobles and all that stuff. They had all the money, and they could eat all the carbs and whatever steak and all that stuff, and they were fat because they were wealthy. Then somebody decided being skinny was the new thing, but whatever. Let's not go there. But what I'm saying is, I don't understand why, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If Marceau is physically healthy, you know what I'm saying? By meaning that, he can go do a physical and the doctor says that at his height, weight, or whatever, he's healthy. If it ain't broke, don't fix it or whatever. I don't like that people are like, well, you are not, I don't want to say body shaming, but you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it is. If you talk about anyone's body period,
if you really think about it and you look at the Caucasian scale, if you are, like, for example, I'm 5'6", I'm 192 pounds. I'm actually considered obese by that definition. But in all actuality, you know what I'm saying? I'm perfectly fine. But according on paper, by, those guidelines, I need to lose 40 pounds.
White people guidelines.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? So if Marceau looks to be maybe 6'2", 6'3", I don't know. But if he's 6'2", 6'3", in the 220 to 230 range, he's fine.
I mean, and some women like big dudes. Who cares?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We coming out of teddy bear season. Let that man be great.
Come on.
Well, but if he decides that he wants to do better, if he feels that he wanna,
I want him to decide to do better for himself, not because of what people are saying on social media. Anybody on YouTube,
Tisha love it,
whatever. If you decide to do better because you are truly unhappy with what you see in the mirror, I will 100% support you going to the gym however many hours of the day. If you want to do a little nip tuck, I support you because you're doing it for you. Anytime that you do anything for someone else, you can do it, but it's not going to satisfy whatever you're feeling inside of you. So that's when I say, like, if you're doing it for you, then it'll satisfy you. You know what I'm saying? If I decide, like, hey, I got this wedding coming up. Let me go ahead and drop like 10 pounds so my dress fits nice. I'm doing that for me, not because nobody asked me to. And I'm going to feel great when I accomplish that. But if I'm sitting up here like, oh my God, I need to lose 40 pounds because people are saying I'm fat, I'm going to lose 40 pounds, but I'm going to still feel some type of way because now they're going to be like, well, she lost 40 pounds, but she needs to lose 20 more. And then now I'm going to be chasing that. So that's why I say if you do it for yourself, then you feel much better when you reach your accomplishment versus when you do it for the people, because the people are always going to want more.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Okay, I think we got through everything. Yep. Oh, last thing I did was I want to talk about the fakeness at the very end when Tisha, Mel, and Kiki was all together. I'm like, see, and that's how you can tell. Like, y'all is fine, y'all cool, y'all are perfectly cool and fine. This is for the camera, because now all of a sudden y'all just so cool, and it's all three of y'all together. It just
Bullshit.
makes no
Bullshit.
sense. But watch, when they all get together again, it's gonna be a problem. And that's this thing, like Dina was saying earlier. You're gonna have everyone cool this episode 5, but episode 7, everybody's raising hell with each other. And then episode 9 is kumbaya, buying gifts, and we all about to go on vacation together. It's like pick one. Either like each other or don't, and keep that storyline going.
And keep that energy, because I don't have time for the flip flopping. The only time I want some flip flops is when Old Navy is having a sale. Okay, so
and I don't even like flip flops because I can't stand the noise they make when people flip flop. And I don't like when people try to flip flop hard as hell because they want to hear how they flip flops feel. I cannot stand a bitch who wears flip flops. And I work in the screening area at work, and it's a long hallway, and I gotta hear bitches flip flopping when they come in and bitch flip flopping when they go out. I'm sorry, I needed to get that out.
Girl, you gonna hate me. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I honestly have 20 pairs of flip flops. I got all the Old Navies in every color they come in. I got the red, white, and blue. I got the silver. I got the blinged out. But girl, let me show you the ones I had on today.
Just don't put them on. And don't walk in them.
I had these on today, honey.
They cute. Okay, they cute. They cute.
I love that. I love that.
Because I got the bling bling when I flip flop, okay?
They cute.
So you would hate me because I look at my floor right now. There's 6 pairs of flip flops on my floor right now. Right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to invent. I'm going to invent something. I'm going to invent something that you put on your foot or the shoe for on that heel, to where that heel, from that heel shoe moment, we gonna decease this.
I don't mind the flip flops. I hate bitches who come here with the flip flops and they're chewing a gum.
I can't say
that is annoying.
Not fake gum like that, but it's the flip flops is worse because you have to understand.
That's because people don't know how to pick their feet up and walk properly. Because when I wear my flip flops, they do not do the flip. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear that shit when I wear mine. But I do know people, and I don't know if they just slew-footed or they don't know how to pick their feet up or walk properly or whatever. But my flip-flops don't clap like that. But I hear other people who flip-flops that clap like that. And I don't know what they doing wrong.
I don't either. But damn it, I'm going to invent something. There's going to be a cushion of some sort.
No, what it is, it needs to be a little piece of sticky tape. Because the flipping noise is the heel of the foot hitting the heel of the shoe. So there needs to be like a little sticky tape.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. Right on the heel, or goes right there where the heel is. So when that contact comes, we don't have that. And then what makes it even worse, when you got about 3 bitches all together and they all walking at different paces, so you hear different flip-flop courses going on at the same time.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to sip on that. Because yes, girl.
I got to cut this clip and put it on Instagram.
It's like a symphony of flip-flops going on.
Yes. It's like an orchestra. It be going in canon. You know what it is? Going in, you start one, it goes in canon, back and forth. Oh!
You need a fucking conductor out there.
Conduct that ass out. The end. Over. Cease. We done.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I don't think we can end this on any better note.
Right. Right. It's time to roll out.
Mai, please let everyone know what you have coming up, my dear.
Nothing.
Oh, well, she got something coming up, and if something random comes up, be sure to check out Mai. She may be talking about it.
I know we have Young Famous and African coming up for sure.
You have what?
We have Young Famous and African coming
up. Yes.
Don't forget that.
I've already been doing about it and everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. What else? We're gonna be starting. Wait, what's today?
Today's Sunday.
Woo!
2 days. 2 days. 2 days.
What you gonna do?
2 days.
She can drink in 2 days.
I can drink in 2 days. And I'm off. So I might have a happy hour moment.
Here comes trouble.
I might do a happy hour. Because I'm about to be lit. And I can't wait to see how lit I can get with as little as I can get with my little bitty stomach. Because I'm going to be lit so quick. And I can't wait. But tomorrow we have Sons of Anarchy. I'm trying. Yes, we have Sons of Anarchy tomorrow. Then we on my channel. Then we have on Dina's channel. We are doing Bad Boys Texas.
On Tuesday.
Pretty soon, me and the girls being together, and we will be doing 2 rounds, and we're gonna have a ball.
And I do believe that the Baddies West reunion will air next Sunday. I saw something on Zeus that it said next Sunday. So I do believe that. And so after the Baddies West reunion, we'll review that the following Tuesday.
Erica, I haven't seen you forever.
Are you guys speaking on her pregnancy and her, saying, I don't care. This is, she was there at OBGYN and she listened.
We also talk about all the news that has gone on that week.
When? Tomorrow?
Tuesday.
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. I'll stop by. It doesn't matter in the comments, and just you're gonna hear me on the comments.
Okay,
of course. Don't we always? Okay, y'all, that does it for this episode. Make sure y'all are following and subscribe to all of us if you are not already. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that jazz.
Oh my gosh, she said Instagram. You don't be coming for me on Confessions Instagram, okay? I said what I said on that page.
Don't be coming for my sister on my Instagram because she said what she said. Just like that. Y'all know we love it. Okay, y'all. Thanks for watching. We out this nasty thing.